What's up, mortals? It's Dante from the Anime Underworld, and today we are going to be discussing Ranma 1/2, the new anime exclusive on Netflix. I talked about season 1 before in the past, what I was looking forward to, and also did a bit of a midpoint episode of what I thought about the series so far at the time, but I never really got around to an overall. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm going to be giving a season 1 review and going to be talking about the latest 2 episodes in the new season. With that in mind, let's get into it. Ranma 1/2 is a very old school anime, like it is up there with Sailor Moon and the original Dragon Ball. The story focuses on Ranma Saratome and Akane Tendo, two high schoolers who were arranged to be married by their parents in order to preserve the Anything Goes School of Martial Arts. But before they could tie the knot, there are 2 problems. Number 1, the two aren't exactly ready to be that serious yet. They are only teens and they want to have their own life. Not to mention, they want this to be their own choice. Sometimes they want to focus on something else other than dating so far, especially to someone that they just met and know nothing about. You know, typical teen things. What is not so typical about this teen thing is number 2, Ranma is cursed. Ranma and his father travel to China to train over a bunch of cursed, mysterious pools. Each one will bestow a transformation onto whoever jumps into the water. And Ranma fell into the pool of drowned maiden. Honestly, Ranma, I think he lucked out, because his father landed in the pool of drowned panda. I mean, imagine if the roles were reversed and Ranma turned into a panda while his dad became his mom. Now that would be a different story altogether. Okay, so I know I mentioned that there were 2 problems. Well, actually, there were 3. Akane has attracted the attention of numerous other individuals who are fighting for her hand for a date, and she is not interested. Not to mention, Ranma has also caught the eyes of several young ladies who want to get with him, including best girl, Shampoo. Overall, season 1 is entirely faithful to the story with better pacing, fresh coat of paint in the animation department, and stellar voice acting, while also keeping the show's original sense of humor. As for the voice acting, okay, there is one nitpick, but let's do a side-by-side comparison of one character that you may or may not agree with me. Take a listen.
Ah, at last! The pigtailed one has a name. I must prepare the ink quickly lest I forget.
At last I know her true name! I better write it down so as not to forget!
Yeah, Kuno. Like, I'm not the only one who hears this, right? Like, it's so weird hearing the new voice sound like he should be a teacher and not a student. Despite that little gripe in the casting department, this is a great way to reboot an anime. Better pacing, new animation, a voice cast that sounds very spot on and accurate to the characters, while also keeping what made the show so great. It was funny, it was full of action, it kept what made the series unique and iconic. I was a little skeptical at first because hey, it's Netflix, I'm not exactly trustworthy of them, but it is good to know that season 1 was faithful to the original story, keeping what worked while scrapping what really needed some improvements. If you want an anime with action, comedy, and romance, while also just being able to chill on the couch, season 1 of Ranma 1/2 is the kind of show that you should watch. And this got me excited when season 2 was announced. The first 2 episodes of the new season are out, so let's get into each one. Starting with the first episode of season 2, Ranma's Weakness. Ranma Saratome is essentially superhuman. He could be a superhero if he wanted to, kind of like Daredevil. He's super strong, he's super fast, he's incredibly nimble. Is there any sort of weakness to this guy? Well, that's what Hikaru, this very antisocial and kind of a stalker love interest of Akane, and Kuno wanted to know. They wanted to know if they could defeat Ranma and gain Akane's hand in either marriage or just go on a date. Either way, they both thought themselves better for Akane than Ranma. You know, the guy who can drop kick a panda. If you haven't seen the original series, can you guess what Ranma's weakness is? Take a wild guess. Come on. If you guess dogs, you are wrong. The answer is actually cats. That's right. Ranma's weakness is actually cats. And he picked the worst place to be afraid of cats. This is Japan, man. Cats in Japan go hand in hand like America and guns. You're not exactly gonna get one without the other. It's pretty funny. He sees a cute little cat that's so innocent and just wants to be pet, and he just screams like a girl and just drops dead, going frozen. It is pretty funny, but then you got to remember that Ranma, as a child, was tossed into a pit several times by his own dad just because they wanted to master something called the cat paw. So as funny as it is also sad to know that this is essentially Ranma having a PTSD episode. Which makes me wonder, what does Ranma think about like cat girl maids? Like, you see a girl but with cat ears and a tail, like does he freak out? Does he get creeped out? Well, what's the stitch on that? I'm curious. But this fear over cats is actually a double-edged sword. While it might freak him out, if pushed to the brink, it unlocks the cat paw, where Ranma abandons his humanity and becomes a cat. And this is honestly the best part. Like, I thought female Ranma was the best part about his character, but him becoming a cat is pretty goddamn funny. Not only can his attack shred a wooden sword into bonito flakes, but it's also pretty funny watching him just attack anyone. I mean, his father tried to subdue Ranma dressed as some old woman, and he shredded an entire tree to bonito flakes. This really is a double-edged sword. Luckily, there was a solution. Catnip. And of course, a kiss from Akane that broke the spell and snapped Ranma right back into his humanity. And that is how we ended episode 1. A really funny episode and a good way to start off the new season, with action and a lot of comedy. So let's go over episode 2. Continuing where we left off, everyone is mad at Ranma. Why? Because he kissed Akane while he was in his cat state. Hikaru, Ryoga, and Kuno want him dead because he got the chance to kiss the girl that they were all after before they could, and they are jealous. But before they can put this incident behind them, there are 3 new characters who appear in this episode. For one, Shampoo is back, and she's a cat. Let me explain. You see, after failing to get Rama's attention, she returned back to China a defeated woman. She faced off her grandmother and was punished by being forced into the pool of drowned cat. Now, whenever she is hit with water, much like the others, she turns into an animal. But it's not just Shampoo who came from China to face off against Ranma. There are 2 other characters. One is her great-grandmother, Shampoo's mother, 𝐿. Yeah, this makes me wonder, is Shampoo's mom named, like, Conditioner or something? Also came from China to make sure that her descendant is married off to Ranma. After all, he has to make up for, her mistakes. He's going to do it one way or the other. But fighting for Shampoo's hand is her childhood friend, Moose, who cannot see too well, and okay, much like Kuno, the voice acting isn't entirely great. Like, again, let's do another side-by-side comparison with the old version versus the new version.
You may call me Moose. I have come for you, Shampoo, all the way from China.
Put your glasses back on.
They call me Moose, the man who is to be Shampoo's future groom.
Huh?
Yeah, when I think of Moose, I think of the old one. A nerdy, yet also self-confident man who knows what he's doing, but at times, yeah, he is a bit of a nerd. Because of Chinese Amazonian laws, Moose cannot fight for Shampoo's hand, so he instead decides to fight Ranma for Akane's. It's not because he likes her, he just wants to make sure that Ranma can't get her. You know, it's if I can't have her, neither can you kind of situation. But not wanting to back down from a fight, Ranma accepts. However, there is one major issue that happens before the episode ends. Ranma can't turn back into a guy. Despite touching lukewarm water, Ranma can't turn back into a boy. He's stuck as a girl. This is because 𝐿 made his sense of feeling very sensitive like a cat's tongue. So even the most lukewarm water will seem like boiling water to Ranma. And he's stuck as a girl. And we leave off episode 2 with one question. How is Ranma going to conduct his man-on-man battle? And that's how season 2 has been for Ranma 1/2 so far. Season 2 has been pretty great. Ranma as a girl is my favorite part of the show, and I know exactly where this story is heading. We are going to get a lot more female Ranma. I don't know for how many episodes, when you factor in that each season is roughly 12 episodes. It could be 2 episodes, it could be 3. Who knows? But we have a lot more to look forward to in Season 2. We got other characters to look forward to for better or for worse. I do have one nitpick for this season, and that it came out at the worst time possible. This new season came out at the exact same time as Spy Family Season 3 and the last season of My Hero Academia. You also have to factor in that this new series is a Netflix exclusive, so you can probably do the math as to where all the attention is going to. But overall, I really like this new reboot. It has a fresh coat of paint, the action is still great, the jokes still land, the voice acting, for the most part, is spot on, and I can't wait to see how far this series is going to go, and what the next battle for Ranma will be in the future. This has been Dante from the Anime Underworld. If you love Ranma and if you want more anime and manga material, subscribe to the Anime Underworld, and stay tuned for more material coming your way in the near future. With that in mind, I'll see you mortals later.